salmon with marinated fennel. This is a relatively quickly cooked dish in the Burton Sous Vide cooker. It's really all about keeping the lovely moist flavours of the salmon. People are worried about cooking fish sometimes, so they tend to overcook it. Here I want to do completely the opposite. I want to keep it really moist. And for that purpose, I'm going to cure it. And what I'm going to do then is put a good slug of a great British product. That's rapeseed oil, really popular, really great oil to use. Just sealing it all up. 15 minutes at 45 degrees C. Put that on there. And it just falls apart, looks beautiful. It's just what the salmon was like originally before we put it into the sous vide cooker, which I have to say is the perfect way of cooking fish like this. I have to say that's possibly the finest piece of salmon I've ever had. Only one extra thing it needs, and here it is. Not a bad life, is it? Rump steak, pure and simple. Why sous vide it? Well, it helps break down the tendons, it tenderizes in the cooking process, but let's try it out on the taste test. In it goes into my vacuum sealed bag, seal it. That's crucial as ever. I haven't seasoned it at this stage, no need to at all. In fact, it's better salt and pepper goes on at the last minute, just before I'm browning it. 57 degrees, 35 minutes, that's for medium rare. The sous vide rump will need no more than 30 seconds each side. It's really just to give it a little bit of colour. Immediately, big factor is that it's the texture. It's very soft, but it's still got masses of flavour. So it's got all the flavour that you'd expect, but it's got a lovely juicy texture as well. This is Asian style pork belly. It's got a real wow factor to it, but it's ever so simple to do thanks to the Burton Sous Vide cooker. The ingredients: rice wine vinegar, you could use sherry, honey, teriyaki sauce. So within that, a little bit of soy, ginger, sugar, a couple of, well, one bay leaf's enough, and a couple of star anise. Over goes the marinade. I'm going to leave this in the fridge for 3 to 8 hours, so ideally overnight, so everything can meld together beautifully. We've got the acidity from the rice wine, and then the sweetness from the honey, and a little bit of those Asian interesting elements from the teriyaki sauce. Ready to be cooked. Easy as that. And it's a 13-litre capacity inside there. And this is going to be 12 hours cooking, 82 degrees C. You just leave it to work its magic. Belly pork really does benefit from a little bit of crisping up. I'm going to put it into a hot oven just to give it that lovely umami, crispy richness. Beautifully cooked all the way through. A great dish. We talked about the wow factor. There's a lot going on. That's a lovely dish that any chef at home or professionally would be very proud of.